Sir Keir Starmer is facing a political crisis after Labour MPs are expected to revolt following the opposition leader's decision to support Boris Johnson's Brexit trade deal. Yesterday, the Prime Minister announced a historic Brexit trade deal with the European Union days before the end of the transition period on December 31. The deal is based on zero tariffs and zero quotas. Opposition leader Sir Keir Starmer announced on the same day his party will accept and vote for the government's agreement with the EU, but admitted it was a difficult and tough decision. But now Labour MPs have warned they will not be able to endorse the deal. Rupa Huck, Kevin Brennan, Neil Coyle, Geraint Davies and Clive Efford are among those who criticised the deal and suggested they would refuse to vote for it. One Labour MP told The Telegraph, "It was claimed that we were all needed to ensure the deal passes, but we know that this is not going to be a meaningful vote, which relies on Labour support. It's a straw man argument and I found it patronising to have it put up as a defence of party's position." Following Mr. Johnson's announcement, Sir Keir insisted a better deal could have been negotiated with the EU earlier in the negotiations. But he said the option was no longer available and Labour must engage with the agreement that is now on the table. The Remainer said, "There are some that argue Labour should be neutral on this issue and abstain. I do not agree. Leadership is about taking the tough decisions in the national interest. It is about being a serious, responsible opposition, a government in waiting." The Liberal Democrat leader, Sir Ed Davey, said his party cannot support a bad deal. He wrote on Twitter, "We will look at the deal's details, but if this turns out to be a threadbare deal, it will be bad for our country. And Liberal Democrats cannot support a bad deal." Announcing the deal, a Downing Street source said, "Deal is done. We have taken back control of our money, borders, laws, trade and our fishing waters. The deal is fantastic news for families and businesses in every part of the UK. We have signed the first free trade agreement based on zero tariffs and zero quotas that has ever been achieved with the EU. We have delivered this great deal for the entire United Kingdom in record time, and under extremely challenging conditions, which protects the integrity of our internal market and Northern Ireland's place within it." The Downing Street source added, "The deal also guarantees that we are no longer in the lunar pull of the EU, we are not bound by EU rules, there is no role for the European Court of Justice and all of our key red lines about returning sovereignty have been achieved. It means that we will have full political and economic independence on January 1, 2021.